All right. Peace, everybody. Trying a little something a little bit different. I'm looking. I got two cameras. I'm trying to look at both of them. One is recording. This one's recording, and this one is live. So we gonna see how this works out. Um, Trying a bunch of different stuff. Again, if you guys have any suggestions, the best setup, let me know, please. The freer, the better. All right, so I am gonna do two different things today. So, what I'm gonna do for the next week or so is I'm going to do one general reading, and then I'm gonna do a special segment on manifesting because we all have goals and we all have dreams, and there are different types of energy that you can tap into to assist you. So I would like to help you guys with that. And then I also have a workbook that can guide you step by step on how to use the law of attraction and other universal laws to um, help you manifest the things that really make you happy in life. Okay, so I'm going to start with the general reading. And I'm watching my live, so if you guys are on live and you catch this and you want me to pull a card for you, let me know. Um, let's see. Okay, so I'm using the Abraham slash Jerry and Esther Hicks deck again, the Law of Attraction deck. So the first card I pulled is as I excuse me, as I enjoy people, I attract enjoyable people. This is what it looks like. Wait, this is what it looks like on live. Oh, you really can't see that. I hope you can see it. I might take that filter off. Anyway, the back of the card says, I want great relationships. I so enjoy nice, clever, funny, energetic, stimulating people, and I love knowing that this planet is abundant with them. It seems that the more I enjoy people, the more people whom I enjoy come into my experience. I love this time of spectacular co creation. So, this card is encouraging you to change your perspective on um, or I guess just making you cognizant of how your energy is reflected in everything around you, and that includes the people that um, you find yourself surrounded by in life, the people that you find gravitate to you. Um, so this affirmation says, as I enjoy people, I attract enjoyable people. So if you're one of those people and I have a lot of experience with this myself because the type of energy that I have, like, my entire life, um people kind of either love me or hate me, and I felt like most of my younger years, um I got a lot of hate, like, honestly, like, even as a child, like, adults would just be so mean to me, and I'm like, what could I have possibly done to you? You know what I'm saying? To make you treat me like this. So anyway, um as I um well, I guess you could just say recently, um I felt a shift in energy in the planet in general, and I was encouraged by my spirit guides to really kind of reevaluate how I see people, because just because certain points in my life I experience certain energy from people doesn't mean that that's what is going on right now. So I was pretty much, ooh, got the chills again. I was pretty much encouraged um, to be reassured that, there is a huge shift in energy on the planet right now, and with humans on this planet right now, and that it's safe to come out again, if that makes sense. So I have a lot of experience with this card and with kind of just reevaluating um, how I'm perceiving things and how that is going to manifest exactly the things that I don't want. So, a part of me doing these videos again is me reaffirming to myself that, it is safe, and that um, I will be received differently this time, and that there are a lot of us, especially light workers and people that do spiritual work, a lot of us are also learning and growing right now, and um, it's just people are in a better space right now, and so that's going to lead to better relationships, better interactions, and then the more that I let my light shine, and the more balanced I am within myself, and the more I let my natural gifts and abilities and personality and disposition come out, the more I'm going to attract my tribe, really. People that are a vibrational match for me, people that are in alignment with my energy. So I encourage you all to kind of shift your focus if you're having this experience in your life. I know like I said, the world is very tumultuous. It's like I say that like every video, right? So, um, despite all of the reasons that you might have to not trust people right now and to be skeptical about everything, um, it's less about focusing on what they're doing, and it's more about focusing on who you are, so that you can attract um, better energy. But you have to be that better energy also to attract it. It's not just, something that you can wish for. You could want, a best friend that is like this amazing person and is always considerate of you, and you always have fun together, and they bring all of these wonderful things into your life. But if you are not the person to be able to reciprocate that, or to be able to receive that, or to be able to trust that, like you always think, oh, there's an ulterior motive behind it, then you are not a vibrational match to that energy that you are wanting, that you desire. So, as with anything, it's always about you focusing on being the best person that you can be, so that you can be a match for those great things that you want to bring into your life. All right. So I hope this is working out. This looks so crazy. I hate looking at the two cameras. I'm gonna have to figure this out. All right. So, the next card that I pulled is every morning for 30 days, I will intentionally intend. So I'll put it on this camera, and then here it is on the live. I know you guys can't really see that. I hope you can see it a little bit. So on the back it says, if every morning for the next 30 days you begin your day by saying, I intend to see, I expect to see, no matter who I'm with, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, I intend to see that which I want to see. you will change the momentum of your life experience. And this is very similar to the last card that I pulled. Um, so it's all about, your perspective. The law of attraction is all about your perspective. Like, I can't say that enough. You have to always be mindful of how you're experiencing every moment that you're having, and you always have to do these check-ins with yourself, to say, like, say you're going about your day and you find yourself like irritated, right? So in that moment where you realize you're irritated, you kind of have to be objective and take a step back and say, what is it about what I'm experiencing right now that is making me feel this state of imbalance, right? Um, Most of the time, it's something really simple, like, maybe you got hungry like an hour ago and you still haven't listened to your body to go get something to eat. Maybe you're dehydrated. Maybe you're picking up on other people's energy around you. I know, like, especially right now, and especially everybody going back into the office, which is stupid. Like, why would you go backwards? So ridiculous. Um, being around people, a lot of people again, and people just being generally imbalanced because of everything that's going on. A lot of people aren't aware of what a shift is, or what energy is, or what vibration is, or what evolution is, or what the fifth dimension is. So, like, right now, if you're not, if you don't know anything about that, it's gotta feel like, I don't know, the universe is falling apart or something. I don't know. I don't even know. Like, I wouldn't want to know what it feel like to not have that foundation of wisdom right now. But so it's very easy to start being around a lot of people again, and to pick up on all of that, like hysteria and things like that. So you might be picking up on that, which would make you an empath. So it's always important to check in with yourself and be mindful of why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. And it's always important to set your intentions. I think I talked about this in another video, when there was a new moon. So you always want to set your intentions with everything, especially with manifesting. You have to be one really important thing that I learned about manifesting. You know what? I'll get back into that later. I'm gonna get back into that later. But yeah, just for the next, I would say for the next 28 days, I wouldn't do 30, because you want to stay on the moon cycle, right? The moon cycle is every 28 days. So for the next 28 days, I would challenge you all to really, um, just be mindful of how you're feeling and why you're feeling that way, and just course correct. If you're hungry, go get something to eat. You don't gotta be hangry like the Snickers commercial. Like, listen to your body. Listen to, if you're tired, like, you just gotta take really good care of yourself. I know that it can be a challenge when you're on someone else's time, which a lot of us are. So you can't say to your boss, for example, if you're working for someone else, you can't say, you know, I'm not with it today. I'm gonna just stay home. Like, I mean, some people are brave enough and have the resources to not be affected by the consequences of doing something like that. But most of us aren't. And that's just, me being honest. So, um, take your stand when you can. But regardless of why regardless of how you're feeling or why you might be feeling that way, just be mindful of setting your intentions about how you want to feel, because that's important too. Like, you don't want anyone or anything to have the power or ability to mess up your day. You know what I mean? If you want to have a great day, shouldn't be anybody or anything that can change that or that can affect that. And that is actually a much more challenging thing to do, because it's easy to let people get on your nerves. But if you set the intention, like, I'm not going to be irritable today. I'm not going to let someone else's bad mood make me have a bad mood. I'm not going to engage in arguments that I don't want to have. Um, I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to enjoy myself. And that's what it is. And that's what it's going to be. If you're not on the train, get off the track. Like, you got to have that mentality. So, yeah, just always remember to check in with yourself. Realize, like, where your emotions are coming from. Do everything you can to balance them, and just have that intention of just having a great day. Like, when you're able to master your own energy in that way, like, the world really changes and opens up. So I really encourage you guys to do that. I know, like, I kind of rambled with that one, but I hope that made some sense. All right, so the last card that I'm gonna do for the general reading is, I am a magnet attracting unto myself. And I always get themes with these cards. Like, I don't intentionally pull like three cards that basically say the same thing. This is just how it happens. This is the message that my spirit guides want me to channel to get to you guys. So, and excuse me, allergies. So, the back of the card says, without exception, what you give thought to, wanted or unwanted, you begin to invite into your experience. See yourself as a magnet attracting unto you the essence of whatever you're thinking and feeling. For example, if you feel poor, you cannot attract prosperity. It defies the law. So this goes back to what I was saying with the other two cards. The universe does not know how to tell the difference between what you want and what you don't want. So if you say, yeah, let's use the example that was in the card. If you say, I don't want to be broke, I don't want to be broke, I don't want to be poor, I don't want to be poor. All the universe here is broke, poor, broke, poor. All the universe is feeling is you feeling that lack. The universe responds to your energy and your vibration, not to your words. So you just have to be mindful of, like, you always want to focus on the positive and not the negative. You always want to be mindful of the words that you use. So instead of saying, I don't want to be broke, you can say, I always have everything that I need. I am always living in abundance. I am always supported and provided for by the universe. You know what I'm saying? Like the fun thing about once you get into affirmations, is that you can get really creative and use whatever words that you want, but you always want to stay on the positive side. You always want your glass to be half full and not half empty, because that's how the law of attraction works. So just being mindful of your thoughts, because your thoughts and emotions are what manifests in your reality. See if I'm getting anything else from this card. Yeah, so I would say just, make sure that you're incorporating that into the next 28 days of you being cognizant of your thoughts and your emotions. If they're your own feelings, if the feelings can be balanced relatively simply, um, and that you're using those positive affirmations. There's also another, I keep hearing talk about tapping. So there's also another technique that you can use. Um, oh, I'm blanking on the acronym. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I want to say it's EFT. It might be called something different, but basically, there's this technique called tapping. It's like emotional tapping, and it basically you use affirmations to realign your energy to where you need it to be, to that balanced state. So you would take an affirmation like, um, "always feel safe," right? And then like you start here and say, "I always feel safe. I always feel safe. I always feel safe. I always feel safe." And it looks weird, but I swear, when you have like those negative um, thought patterns and behaviors, it takes. I mean, if you think about it like this, I'm 37, right? So if you say, for example, for the past 37 years, um, I've always been like down on myself. And I was like, "Oh, you're not good enough. You're not good enough." Like, say, for example, that's how I thought. So don't think that just in one day or 5 days, you're going to be able to break that pattern. Like, it takes at least um, 28 days or 30 days to change a pattern, any pattern, whether it's eating differently, whether it's the way you talk to yourself, whether it's drinking tea instead of coffee, like whatever it is, it takes time. And the longer that you have been stuck in that pattern, the more challenging it's going to be for you to break, just because you've been doing it for so long. Like, you have to reprogram your spirit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of older people, like 60 and over, you know, it's so challenging for them to do things differently or to see the world differently. And that's not everybody, but it just tends to be, people get super stuck in their ways once you get to that age, usually, unless you've been doing this work this whole time, and then it's easier for you to change. But that, you being able to change, is also a habit, um, and a pattern, but it's not a negative pattern, it's a positive one. So um yeah, so like I said, like for the next 28 days, just really do your best to change those um thought patterns and behaviors that you want to change. Set your intention, right? And then do your affirmations. um you can, if the tapping works for you, you can do that as well. You can, I know some people write affirmations and put them somewhere that they always look, like on their phone, or on the mirror, or um, some people, like, there's um, videos that you can look up on YouTube where, like, say you're driving in your car, you can plug your phone in and it'll play, and it's kind of like a guided meditation where they'll just say different affirmations based on a certain topic, and you can listen to it while you're driving to work or wherever, like, just to always, just to create that, to build that pattern. And it also works if you're manif- if you want to manifest a specific goal. um it's very useful for that as well. So yeah, that is my recommendation to you guys. If you have any questions, you can definitely hit me up.